Alright travelers, buckle up because today we're asking the big question. Is our brand new shiny friend Flins actually free-to-play friendly, or is he secretly locked behind the big glittery gate of premium companions? Spoiler, it's complicated. Now let's start with the obvious. Flins and Ineffa. That's like peanut butter and jelly, tea and biscuits, Shao and vertical plunge attacks. They're made for each other. Ineffa doesn't just look pretty standing next to him, she brings massive personal damage, pumps up lunar electro-charged reactions, showers the team in elemental mastery, spits out energy like a candy dispenser, and, oh yeah, throws up a shield. Basically, if Flins is Batman, Ineffa is the Batmobile. Together. Conic. But here's where the puff of dandelions in the wind comes in. What if you don't have Ineffa? Maybe you skipped her banner, maybe you're saving for Farinina, or maybe you just spent all your primos on standard banner depression pulls. Don't panic. Flins is still usable. He won't flex quite as hard, but he won't sit in the corner pouting either. And this is where our F2P hero I know enters the stage. Oh yes, the freebie you probably shrugged at when you first got them. Turns out, they're Flins' bestie when Ineffa is out of the picture. Why? Because Flins desperately wants a second Nod Krai character on the team. Having that duo unlocks his juicy reaction damage bonus and lets him fully exploit the Night of the Sky's unveiling artifact set, which can hand over a glorious 30% crit rate just for showing up with the right squad. That's not pocket change. That's the difference between critting like a boss and hitting like a wet noodle. And guess what? Flins even has a tailor-made craftable weapon. You heard me. The devs looked at him, looked at the forge and said, yeah, give him something nice, he deserves it. F2P players, that's music to your ears. Now let's talk I know Constellations. If you've got C6, congrats, you're basically Flins' fairy godparent. But realistically, most of us are chilling with C0 or C1. And you know what? Even at C1, I know sprinkles on some lovely elemental mastery buffs. Sure, Flins prefers to stack attack, but he's also a reaction junkie. Give him a little EM, and suddenly he's frying enemies with lunar damage like it's an all-you-can-eat electro buffet. The best part. Everyone gets I know for free. And hey, you might randomly snag another copy when you're wishing for Flins. Double win. But wait, we can't forget about our girl Sucrose. Sweet, sweet Sucrose. Honestly, she's like that friend who always brings snacks to the party. She doesn't need much investment. Just stack her with elemental mastery like you're feeding her candy, and suddenly she's tossing those buffs to Flins like Oprah handing out cars. You get EM, you get EM. She makes his reaction damage pop, and let's be real, she's so good that even people running Ineffa with Flins still want her on the squad. Affordable, accessible, adorable. What more do you want? So now we've got Flins, I know, and Sucrose. Who's filling that mysterious fourth slot? Juice. Let's just say the general consensus is that Orderon is a solid choice. He's a 4-star, works fine at C0, doesn't demand your soul in resin, and he gets the job done. Not flashy, not game-breaking, but reliable. Like that one friend who's always on time and remembers to bring napkins. If you're feeling spicy, you can run full electro-hydro chaos. Toss in Xingqiu instead of Sucrose. Will it work? Is it optimal? Not really. But hey, it's your account, do what makes you happy. Fischl also slips into this slot pretty easily. Oz on the field, boom, extra electro application, extra energy. She's like the perfect sidekick who just sets up camp and keeps on zapping. Oh, and Raiden. Technically yes, she can pop in, but really only for her skill in co-op. Outside of that, she's kind of that awkward extra at the party who doesn't quite fit in with the group vibe. Not terrible, but not the dream team either. Now, I've gotta address the elephant in the room. Farinina. I know, she's the Hydro Archon. She's powerful, she's beloved, she's fabulous. But she and Flins, they just don't click. Farinina's burst doesn't really benefit him, and if you try to squeeze her in, you're basically forced to kick out either Sucrose, who is essential for elemental mastery, or your second electro buddy, which ruins resonance and energy. It's like trying to fit 5 people into a 4-person Uber. Someone's getting left behind, and it's always the buffs you actually need. Flins' damage is mostly lunar reaction-based, and that scales with EM and attack. It ignores defense, which is awesome, but it doesn't care about regular old damage bonus %. That's Farinina's bread and butter. So yeah, not exactly a power couple. So where does that leave us? Final verdict time. Flins is technically free-to-play friendly. You can totally make him work. With Sucrose and a flex like Orderon or Fischl, you've got a functional, fun team. Will it feel as strong as pairing him with Ineffa? Well, let's be honest, without her, he's not going to strut quite as hard. But with some proper investment and clever building, he can absolutely clear content and hold his own. Would I recommend Flins as your very first pull as a free-to-play player? Probably not, unless you've already sworn an oath to love and cherish him until rerun do you part. But if you adore his design, his vibe, or you're just tired of running the same old squads, go for it. Characters are meant to be loved, not just measured on spreadsheets. And hey, I'm personally excited to try him out without Ineffa just to see how far I can push him. Because sometimes the most fun part of Genshin isn't following the perfect meta, it's making the characters you love shine, even if the spreadsheets say otherwise. Alright my fellow travelers, that's all I've got for today's adventure with Flins. If you had fun hanging out with me, don't forget to smash that like button until it crits. Drop a comment telling me who you'd pair with Flins in your dream team, and of course, hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on more Genshin news. Until next time, may your pulls be golden and your crits always hit max. Bye.